Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, so I see that you need help with this question, and it says the standard deviation for the population is 14.4. A sample of 25 observations selected, a population mean of 137.5. The population is known to have a normal distribution, round to 2 decimal places, make a 99% confidence interval. It wants 99%, 95%, and a 90%. So this is how it's going to go. It's going to, you're going to do 137.5 plus or minus 99% confidence interval is 2.576. And then that's going to be multiplied by the standard deviation of 14.4 divided by the square root of 25. So 14.4 divided by 5, that's 2.88. So 2.576 times 2.88. So 2.576 times 2.88 and 137.5 plus or minus. So 137.5 plus or minus 7.4. And how many decimal places? 2 decimal places. 7.42. So for the 99 confidence interval, 137.5 minus 7.42, that's 130.08, comma, and then adding them together, that's 144.92. Then a 95% confidence interval, 137.5 plus or minus 1.96 times 2.88. So 1.96 times 2.88, that is, so this is 99%. So that's 137.5 plus or minus 5.64. 137.5 minus 5.64, and that's 131.86. And then adding that, that's 143.14. That is a 95% confidence interval. Then I have 137.5 plus or minus 1.645 times 2.88. 1.645 times 2.88. And 137.5 plus or minus 4.74. 137.5 minus 4.74, and that's 132.76, comma, and then adding that together is 142.24, and that's the 90% confidence interval. Then does the width of the confidence interval constructed in parts A through C decrease as the confidence level decreases? As the confidence interval, so as the confidence level decreases, the width decreases. So yes. Number 3. The standard deviation for the population is 7.21. A random sample selected for this population mean is equal to 47.77. Determine a 95% confidence interval, assuming that the number is 196, round your decimal to 2 decimal places. So this is going to be 47.77 plus or minus 1.96 then this is times the standard deviation of 7.21 divided by the square root of 196. So 47.77 plus or minus 7.21 divided by the square root of 196 times 1.96. So that's 1.0094. So 47.77 minus 1.0094. So that's 46.76, comma, and then adding to that 48.78. So that's 3. Number 4. Number 4, a city planner wants to estimate the average monthly residential water usage. He selected a random sample of 42 households from the city, which the mean water usage is 3,410.4 gallons over a 1-month period. Based on earlier data, the population standard deviation of the monthly water usage in the city is $387.50.5. Make a 97% confidence interval for the average monthly residential water usage for all the households, round to 2 decimal places. Okay, so the first thing, okay, so you are going to take 3,410.4 plus or minus your z-score of 2.17 times 387.5 divided by the square root of 42. Then you're going to take 3410.4 plus or minus 129.76. And then your confidence interval is 3,280.64, comma, 3,540.16. So then that was number 4. Then number 7. Let me just move this up. All employees working for financial companies in New York City receive large bonuses at the end of the year. A sample of 63 employees selected from financial companies in New York City showed they received large average bonuses of $40,000. I wish I got a bonus this big, $47,000 last year, with a standard deviation of 18,000. Construct a 95% confidence interval for the average bonus that all employees working for financial companies in New York City received last year. Find your answer 2 cents. So you have 47,000 plus or minus your z-score of 1.96 times your standard deviation of 18,000 divided by your square root of 63. So 18,000 divided by your square root of 63 times 1.96. So that is 47,000 plus or minus 4,444.86. So 47,000 minus 1,234.86. And so that's 42,555.14, comma, and then adding that together, you're going to get 51,444.86. And last but not least, number 8, the high price of medicines is a source of major expense for those seniors in the United States who have to pay for these medicines themselves. A random sample of 1,100 seniors who pay for their medicines showed that they spent an average of $4,500 last year on medicines with a standard deviation of $700. Make a 99% confidence interval for the corresponding population mean. Round your answer 2 cents. So 99% confidence interval is a z-score of 2.576. So you are going to take 4,500 plus or minus your z-score of 2.576. You are going to then multiply that by your standard deviation of 700 and divide that by the square root of 1100. Then you are going to take 4,500 plus or minus. So 700 divided by the square root of 1100 times 2,576. That is going to be, 2.576. $700 divided by the square root of 100 times 2.576. So that is 54.37. So 4,500 minus 54.37. So that is 4,445.63. And then adding that together, that is 4,554.37. And so next time, please submit these separately so that way the video just doesn't take as long. But I hope that this video helps. This is a middle school math teacher signing